An article from The Warp talking about how video game movies are now dominating the box office with releases such as the Super Mario Bros. Movie from Universal Illumination, a Minecraft movie from Warner Bros., Five Nights at Freddy's with Universal and Blumhouse, and of course the Sonic the Hedgehog movies from Paramount. I couldn't read the full article because for some reason The Warp decides no one can read it without paying a f***ing subscription. Like, seriously, you're just turning people away at this point. Anyways, thanks to discussing films, we know from it that one thing the article talks about is Paramount eyeing to develop more spin-offs with Sonic. Spin-off films, to be exact. With the Sonic movie series growing as we get each entry, what can we see in the future for spin-offs? As of this video, the only spin-off we've had was the Knuckles series on Paramount+. There's no word if there'll be a season 2 or not. There was rumors of a series with the Chaotix, but nothing's come from that. Although there was this image with Colleen, who voices Charmy in the games, and the current voices of Espio and Vector, Matthew Murray and Keith Silverstone. This could be anything, since voice actors do work together on other projects. It could be for a cartoon they're featured in, it could be from when they were recording their lines for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, or maybe, just maybe, it's the spin-off series that was rumored. I'm going with the first two likely options here. It would make more sense. But I'm not completely ruling out the possibility of it being the Chaotix series. Side note, if the show is real, it needs their theme song from Sonic Heroes. Don't be like the Knuckles show. Cast members from the movies have expressed interest in their own spin-offs. Colleen, in fact, would love to do a spin-off with Tails. And honestly, I would love a Tails-centered movie or show. I would also think it'd be cute if the title was Tails Adventure, as a nod to the Sega Game Gear title of the same name. What the plot could entail? Could be anything really. I thought Knuckles would have been about his movie canon origins or misadventures with Sonic and the rest, but no, we got a road trip with a family dinner, a musical with a brief take on Knuckles' origins, and a bowling tournament. Why are you such a disappointment? If Tails does get a spin-off, please do not be like Knuckles. I know I've said that twice now, but I can't stress that enough. I would love to see a miniseries where we see what life was like for Tails before he met Sonic. Or maybe Tails doing everyday stuff with Maddie. That would be kinda cute. Throw Unit from the Sonic Drone Home short in there too. We never got to see him again after that short. The writers gave us something of where he was, but I think here would be nice to see him. If you're new to this channel and you're enjoying the video, be sure to like, comment on the video, and be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you'll be notified for the next time I upload. While you're at it, check out my other videos. I do discussions, I do gaming, I do animations, and I do reactions. Subscribing is free after all, so why not? If you want to see me post more often, check out my Blue Sky account. Link will be in the description. Of course, the most obvious spin-off to do is Shadow. Shadow is the character to get a spin-off. Other than Tails and Knuckles getting their own side games and Eggman getting a puzzle spin-off, Shadow is the only character in the series to get his own game that connects with the main canon. Hell, he got 2 games. The post-credit scene from Sonic 3 actually shows us that Shadow survived the explosion from the Eclipse cannon. From this point onwards, it could be him doing his own thing, maybe bumping into Sonic and company. See how Agent Stone is doing without Eggman? Tap more into Shadow's origins of where he originally came from. We know in Sonic 3 he came from a comet that crashed on Earth. Why not explore where that comet came from? Before seeing the post-credit on my first viewing of the film, I was thinking maybe the post-credit would have been Shadow crash lands on a planet with the Black Arms and we'd see Black Doom. Even though that didn't happen, maybe in a Shadow spin-off, he could still meet Black Doom. Like, what if Black Doom was searching for Shadow, picked up his heat signature or whatever and tracked him down on Earth? I would love to see this be an opportunity for him to meet Rouge and Omega, and that'll form Team Dark. At one point, Idris Elba said in an interview that he would love to do a spin-off with Keanu Reeves where Knuckles and Shadow are on a team. It would be an interesting dynamic, Shadow being the brains, Knuckles being the muscle. Plus Keanu and Idris have been in a project together, being Cyberpunk 2077. Although I've never played that game, I don't know if their characters ever interacted, cause I recall Idris was introduced in the DLC while Keanu was in the base game. If someone knows the answer, please tell me in the comments, it'd be very appreciated. Something I remember being made into a rumor, which was later debunked because of its source, was the possibility of an Eggman spinoff with Jim Carrey. It would have been pretty cool if that was to happen, seeing him come up with schemes to rule the world, taking down Sonic. The fact that Jim Carrey has continued to play the character, and even expressing to continuing doing the role for as long as the filmmakers want him to. The rumor was debunked because it came from the site We Got This Covered, which at the time were known for making a ton of fake news articles about stuff like plot details from Marvel movies that never happened or were ever being considered, fake announcements of live-action remakes to Disney films, and sometimes attaching a director to it, and the director debunking it right away. So with that said, that rumor was of course fake. This will be the only time I talk about We Got This Covered on the channel, because I wanted to spread awareness that their articles are not trustworthy. Maybe after the release of Sonic Movie 4, what if we got an Amy spin-off? Her and Mel's Sonic are going to be the main focus of the 4th movie, but after that, would they want to do a spin-off for just her? I'd be down for that, honestly. It's too early to say on that, but I think it's more than likely a spin-off would be considered for Amy. Maybe introducing Team Rose? Who knows? There's quite a lot of characters to choose from when it comes to making spin-offs, and who will be the next character to include in the main series of films. If I was to pick characters that haven't been introduced yet, I'd 100% choose the Chaotix, Blaze, and my boy, Silver. Blaze would have her side as a princess from the Soul Dimension, so it would be great to explore that. Silver, of course, being from the future would be amazing to explore. The Chaotix I've already talked about earlier, so no need to repeat that. The more characters we get introduced into the films, the more chances we get to have characters get their own spin-offs. And if they're all successful, and fans really like them, perhaps Sega and Sonic Team will give them more of a spotlight in the games, which would be really nice right about now. That's all I pretty much got on the topic at the moment. If you guys have your own thoughts on this, like what spin-offs you would like to see, or how you would feel about spin-offs, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Just a quick shout out to my patron, Typhoon, and my YouTube member, BAG Gomez. Much appreciated, guys. And if you would like to see your name at the end of the videos, all you have to do is pledge at least £1 a month or whatever currency you have on my Patreon, or become a member of my YouTube member for £3 a month, or whatever currency you have. I should note, if you're becoming a free member, the awards do not apply to you. So with that said, guys, I thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Blue Sky, become a member of my Patreon, or a member of my YouTube membership, which will be linked in the description down below, and I will see you all in the next video. So until then, take care, bye bye.